It's a special Sunday as well. It's Katrina's birthday. She turned 10, double digits. So currently we're on our way to go pick up her bestie and her other friend. And we're gonna take them, Matt and I, to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. So it's gonna be an all-day affair. Pray for me. That's okay, I'll be watching movies. All right, happy birthday, Katrina.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. All right, made it to the park. I got the preferred parking because parking over here is so deep. So paid a little $5 extra for that. And now we're just gonna head to the entrance. Got the girls right there, got Matt. You got the Six Flag ride? Oh, okay. Going in. We're inside. The weather is beautiful. And so we're just waiting to see which ride these girls are gonna go on first. Oh, so it's not as easy.
Close. Watch the red line, okay? So I want to give you that prize. Oh, almost.
Watch the red line.
Oh, pretty close.
Lighter,
Gotta bounce off the board into the bottom. Hey.
Damn. Yeah. Showing.
Oh, almost. Put your hands across the line. Oh, close. Oh, you got 8 more shots left. Okay. Close. Alright.
Oh,
really close. That's
okay.
really close.
See, I think that's
Got
the
this
thing.
right here. Oh, almost.
Okay, you got that, man. Come on. Give me that pineapple.
Ooh! Oh, sorry, that can't count. It can't bounce from the other.
Ah. Oh! Wow! Trina! Yay! Birthday girl!
Well, you guys still got one prize. You can choose any of these ones up here.
Ooh! A Hello Kitty. Man, I gotta carry that all day?
You should have, that's why you should have.
Yay! Whee! All right. There's the corn dog. That's my former workplace, but it was called Lakeside Market. It just had corn dogs. No fancy name like Paddle Handle. Finally getting on a big ride. Had to pull them away from the carnival stuff. Rigged.
No,
Although Katrina won that thing, so that's cool. So So she's keeping me company while I wait for the girls and Matt to do their rides here at the DC Universe area. Fine with me. I got the shade, I got a chair, I got my water, and my phone is fully charged. It's time to watch some Netflix. Park food. So I got the barbecue bacon cheeseburger, and they got chicken strips. Matt got the same as me. Where's he at? Oh, thank you. Woo, we're gonna get wet. Ooh, here we go. And these girls. Oh my god. Yeah, they want to come to water ride, but like, okay.
I'm going under here. What is this? And
Here we go. Oh, water. It's just water. Wow. That was smooth. Trina. Well, as we end the day here at Discovery Kingdom, we got some funnel cake. This is like 50s and cream or cookies. You guys like cream? Okay. Alright. I'm just trying to dry up. She's gonna open her present from her bestie. And what a bee. What's that cat called? Noir? Oh, my bad. What is that? Oh, so that's not Cat Noir? Okay. Nice. Added to the collection on your lounge. Cool. What do you say? Oh yeah, she said the card's on the bottom, or her mom. Okay, yay! Oh, we're gonna open the card. Okay. Boom. And she got a birthday card. Ooh, it's reflective. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Bye. Opening this present. Squishes. What you get? What you get? Ooh, crafty, crafty. Oh my gosh. She happy. She happy.
What's that?
It was a crafty thing.
Mm.
Let me see what it is.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, okay. All right. Good morning. It's a Monday, June 3rd. It's the last week of school for the kids. So excited. I'm just excited for summer break. It'll just make it easier with, everything that's on my plate. But today, what do you call it? Is luau day for Katrina's school, or at least for her grade, I think, because they were working on building volcanoes, because they were studying. Is it Pele? It's a Hawaiian volcano. I forgot. But anyway, so I volunteered to bring in some lumpia, and so I just went to go pick it up. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna have time to do all that in the morning, so let me go to my lady and order, and so I just picked it up, and now I have to go drop it off at the school before 11, and then come back home and then go back again. I mean, if I were by myself, I would probably hang out and, go run errands, grocery shopping. But since I have mom, it's a little more challenging, because it's just too much to do. Like, if I bring her out, I'll have to put her in a wheelchair, because it's hard for her to walk sometimes, and then push my cart. No, I'll wait. So I'll probably wait until I pick up Katrina later, and then run to the grocery store, aka Trader Joe's, aka Rayleigh's. Yeah. So anyway, and I think Ted will be off early today, so we plan to go visit my dad. I went to go visit him on Friday, and he was a little tired. He was sleeping, because earlier that day, so update on him, he went to the hospital for the emergency transfer for the bleeding that was going on in his trach area, somewhere there. But they were able to change the trach and, treat him for sepsis at the hospital. And then he was back at the nursing home like 2.5 days later. So when I went there on Saturday, what do you call it? Yeah, like I said, he was sleeping, and the nurse, Octavian, he told me that earlier that day they tried putting him, or having him speak with a speaking valve. So I was surprised, because before he went to the hospital, the doctor was hesitant in putting the order to have him use the speaking valve. So since then, I don't know what changed his mind. Maybe they actually saw that he was actually strong in using the speaking valve. So that's a good thing. But so when I went there, the nurse, Octavian, told me he was only on it for like 10 minutes, because then he was getting tired. And I mean, it is tiring, because it's, it takes some effort to like push out air and use the valve to create noise, right? So I was kind of waiting because he wanted to have him put it on again, but the respiratory therapist, they were like doing the change of shifts or shift change, and the one that was there for the day, she was gonna leave in 15 minutes, and I didn't want her to be late and getting off or whatever, because then she has to stay there while my dad has the speaking valve on to monitor. So I said, no, it's okay, I'll wait for the new one, or for the next RT to come in. But it took a while, and I was like, you know what, I'll just let him rest, because he was going in and out anyway of sleep. So I said, I'll just come back. So yep. So I was confused on like how come he was back so soon and for sepsis, but the nurse was explaining to me that he came in, they only have him for UTI. So he said maybe like because of the doses of the back-to-back doses of the antibiotics, it was able to treat it more quickly. So in any case, so the lab shows that he only has a UTI now. So which he's prone to get because he has a catheter here. I asked him about a PureWick, which is a different kind of equipment or device that helps him urinate or catches the urine, which is, I think, less invasive. It just sucks it out and goes in a container, because he had that in the previous the LTAC. But so the nurse was like, well, we can put it in the order, or put it in so the doctor can see if it will work for him or what. But Ted and I are really concerned is we would like him to be like on probiotics, because his gut flora is just, I'm sure it's not great, obviously, because he's just getting the food with the feeding tube, and then with all the antibiotics that he's been receiving since the beginning of the year, sure enough, his gut flora is just so Ted did some research, and he knows like cultural, which they do give to patients in nursing homes because of their terrible gut health. It also will help calm fear and anxiety, which apparently my dad still has, probably. That's what they say. But then again, it could also be because, symptoms of infection. So I'm going to be on their butts, the staff, because I already knew, and I told them ahead of time that he has, the setback he had before is because of UTI, and he had to be sent back to the hospital for treatment. It's just, each place is different, and but in any case, so hopefully so that's what I'll have to do today, is just follow up on to see if the order for a cultural what do you call it, for cultural to be given to my dad, so he can start building up his gut health, which is desperately what he needs. Yep. So that's that. And so yesterday, it was Katrina's birthday. She turned 10, and what she wanted was for us to take her to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom with her bestie and her friend, and it was the whole day pretty much, and I'm sure they had a great time. My wallet's crying. But just as long as she had fun and they all she'll never get that back. So yeah, I'm kind of tired. I'm thankful though that Mom slept through most of the night, and she woke up I say 7:30, which is fine anyway, because I had to wake up earlier today to make sure we can pick up this lumpia on time. So okay, almost at the school. See ya. There's something relaxing about parking under some trees and then listening to the wind blow and the leaves rustle. Sans Bo's barking. Or not barking, but he's growling. And it's just, it feels good when the windows are open and the breeze is going through. I can quickly take a nap. So I ordered a box of cookies from Levain Bakery. It's a bakery from New York, where when I went there last year, I wanted to make a stop there because I saw all the ads and the raves about it, but I didn't have a chance. So for this, I ordered it because my best friend's birthday was on Friday, and it's like, what do you get someone that has everything anyway? So food. So I went ahead and ordered, and I got her a box as well, a smaller box. So my box came like this. When you open it, it says that. And so it had two. I ordered the assorted one because that was the most popular. So I figured we'll get that. And, you know, sadly, I wasn't too impressed with it. I mean, the first night I didn't heat it or warm it up. And then today I did warm up a cookie, and still it wasn't like, wow. It might just be me, but even the kids, they weren't really impressed with it. So... but that's okay. At least I got to try it. And, you know, my cousin, she said that they have the dough, the cookie dough at Whole Foods, I believe. And she bought some, baked it, and she said it was delicious. So maybe I'll have to try that where, you know, it's freshly baked. This one, I know they scheduled, I picked a date for it to be delivered on Thursday. And so they started baking it, I think, Tuesday. So, you know, send it over and have it ready on Thursday. But anyway, yep. That's Levain Bakery. And here's Lila's first day of walking on ground. Walking outside. Oh, yes. Shorten your nails. Oh, she is just sniffing and exploring. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Get it out of her mouth.
I'll try to get it out.
Oh. Yeah, after you scrape her mouth on the cement. Just kidding.
She just wants to eat everything.
Okay. Good afternoon. It's Tuesday, June 4th, I believe. Yes. On my way to pick up Katrina. Today, it is super hot, and today they have this thing at their school called Field Day, and I think they're all on the field, of course, and they do some water games or something, because today she wore a swimsuit underneath her clothes, you know, in case they get wet or what. So I mean, it's a good day, but it's also really hot. So anyway, we're not gonna visit my dad today because Matt has some end of the year projects that he needs to work on, but we'll visit him tomorrow. think my pastor was planning on visiting him today because he was gonna go visit another church member in the same area. So hopefully that goes through. And then let's see. So an update on my dad. So it's funny because I mean, it's not funny, but I'm just surprised that, you know, I do get a lot of calls from the nursing home. So the first call this morning was to let me know that my dad's weight has changed. I mean, first it was, I guess it's 218 today. Apparently he gained 6 pounds, so he was 213 at one point. But I mean, they could tell me that, but I don't know if they are aware that he was once 272, but now he's 218. So I'm still like happy that he's lost like 60 pounds or something, you know, over 60 pounds. So I don't know. I mean, all he's been eating is is that thing through the feeding tube. It's like this tannish, liquid-looking thing. So the nurse said that they had to, the nutritionist will look into it to see if maybe they have to change the food or something. I don't know. But what I really wanted to know, Ted and I have been pushing for my dad to start, you know, getting some probiotics into his system, because, you know, ever since he's been in the hospital, he's been having antibiotics for like different infections and stuff. And so of course that kills all the good bacteria in your gut, and I'm sure he doesn't have good gut flora. So, you know, not only do we want that because to repair his gut, but Ted actually you know, researched, and it shows that it can improve, you know, fear and anxiety, which is what my dad has, you know, sometimes, you know, like thinking like when he's off the ventilator that he's not gonna breathe right or have enough oxygen, so he starts to panic. So one day last week or so, we went to visit, and Ted talked to one of the floor nurses, and she said, you know, it's a possibility because they do give probiotics like Culturel or something to some of their trach patients for that same reason. I mean, I don't know. I guess is it the patient or the patient's family to bring these things up? I mean, I would figure that maybe the staff can, you know, do it on their own, knowing that he's having these issues. But, you know, whatever. So we put the request in. I talked to another nurse that was taking care of him another night, and yeah, he had just mentioned bring it to the station nurse, I guess, and she'll put it in. So I do that, and then like I go for another visit, and I follow up with this other nurse, or this particular nurse, this male nurse. I don't know what it is, but I feel like he just wants to run away from me or something. Not that I'm, you know, speaking to him meanly or anything, but it's like every time I come in contact with him, it's like he's brushing me off. He's like, and he'll be like, "Oh, do you want the RT?" I'm like, "Sure," you know, and he'll go get the RT, and I won't see this nurse again. But he did come in another time, and we followed up on it about the probiotics, and he says he didn't see anything, but he's gonna go follow up. And all right. So when this nurse called me this morning, I asked her, said, hey, I'm trying to follow up on an order or a request for probiotics to be given to my dad. How's that going? And she's looking, and she didn't see anything. Like, oh, okay. You know, I gave her the name of the station nurse who I spoke to, who said she was going to put in the request. But in any case, I spoke to her about it, and she said, okay, I'll follow up. I'll give you a call back. Thankfully, she did. She followed up, and she said the doctor approved it and will start giving it tonight for 30 days first. And I was like, oh, that's great, you know, thank you, you know. So it's like one of those, you have to just keep following up, be on their butts about it, because, you know, your loved one, apparently you can't do it because whatever reason, right? So you have to be the advocate for your loved one, and so that's what we're doing. You know, it just sucks. You just got to keep pushing. It's not like you're nagging. I wouldn't call it nagging. It's like it needs to be done, right? So that's what's going on with him. I mean, we had a visit with him yesterday, and it was a good visit. We were able to have him use the speaking valve, where when I followed up about that with the RT yesterday, she said that they tried it earlier and he only lasted like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. And then I said, well, when do you guys do it every day? And she said something like, oh, we put it on when we need to communicate. And I didn't like that answer, because it's like, that's it? You put it on him when you need to really hear from him? Because why don't they put it, you know, every day so he can get used to having it on, right? I mean, that's what I was discussing that with her. Of course, I said it more polite and more tactful, and so then Ted stepped in, because I think he knew I was probably gonna go off, or, you know, I don't know, sarcasm's gonna come out or something, I don't know. But, you know, he went on and continued the conversation about it, and, you know, she put it on. She goes, okay, because she was kind of hesitant since they had it on earlier, and it seemed like he was tired. But truth be known, you know, when he has it on with family, of course it's going to be I don't know, more comfortable for him to use it, because, you know, we're there encouraging him and being positive, and then I guess we have more things to say. And so when she put it on, you know, because I could see she was timing it, because she's like, oh, we'll put it on, I don't know, we'll see how long. And the whole thing lasted about 17 minutes. So that's more than the usual that he's been having. And I mean, I think naturally so. That's how it is, because you're talking to family, and he had things to say, and he had his humor, because then he was, you know, he saw Matt's hair, who, if you didn't know, had shaved his head on Saturday. He shaved it all off for the summer. And so when my dad saw him, he was like, oh, you look like the Buddha. I mean, Matt's head, I think it's nicely shaped, perfect circle. Thanks for having a cesarean, Bev. And so, you know, so that was funny. And then, what do you call it? He just had, you know, things to say, and that's good, because, you know, his writing right now wasn't great. So thankfully he was able to say what he wanted to say. And, you know, it was normal. It's like he was like telling me what to do. He wanted me to wipe his eyes and, you know, fix things around him, which I like, because it tells me he's thinking about things, and, you know, nice. It was a great visit, and I'll visit him tomorrow. Beef stroganoff is what's for dinner tonight. It's a favorite in this household.